Tina Knowles, honey, baby. Tina Knowles, the beautiful mother of Beyonce and Solange Knowles. This girl, I'm not going to say she in hot water, though, but Miss Knowles had to speak out. I remember we talked about this. Little Rumi, y'all. Rumi was just at a concert. Honey. She just was enjoying her mama, honey. And little Rumi just was waving at the children and doing everything like that. And, honey, she just got a little bit too wavy-ish. And Miss Tina, baby, zapped her, honey. Here's what Tina had to say about that.
You know, my granddaughter, Rumi, told me, she says, Grandma, I said, how do you feel when you wave and everybody's screaming? She said, it feels powerful.
Beyonce's introducing you and Rumi goes to her and she's saying, Mommy, and you went, excuse you. She did like a mama bear move, like, stand aside, little girl, for just a second.
It was just that she was reaching for the mic because she wanted to say something. Yeah. And I realized that, but she was pulling, and I was like, oh God, that's all that needs to happen is the mic hits her in the face.
Baby.
So there's your explanation. That's what
Ricky?
Yeah, I couldn't understand what she was saying.
Rumi, honey, first of all, Miss Tina was getting her shine, honey,
right,
on the stage, honey. And Rumi just zapped in front of her and, started waving at the people and stuff, honey. And Miss Tina didn't look like she liked that, honey, so she just zapped her, honey, looked at her like a crazy cow, and, honey, and pushed her.
The child, she gave the child like you crazy.
She gave it a grandmama look.
She gave it a grandmama look, and that's what she said with the grandma
look. My grandma used to call me a crazy cow.
And I felt so bad for poor Rumi because she was just getting her shine. They say Rumi was getting her shine, honey. And Miss Tina told her no, baby, and zapped her, honey.
And grandmamas don't play. I don't care how rich. They don't play.
I'm sure Miss Tina had no problem with Rumi waving and getting her little shine and enjoying herself.
Well, I tell you, if she did, honey, she would be backpedaling on Gail, honey. Tell us about it, what she did, honey, and explain
She's not backpedaling. She just explained what happened because people have asked her.
Yeah.
So she's just talking about it.
Yeah, but I mean, that was not a good look for Rumi as a child. She don't know no better, honey. She just wanted to come out.
Which is why it wasn't a problem because
she was showing her.
Knows, teaching her. Was just teaching her.
No, she should have did that backstage. Don't do that in front of the people.
No, you don't know what's going to happen when you out there.
So whatever you do, you get wore out at. If you show out, that's where you get wore out.
That's what my mama said. That's why
Yeah.
Well, we don't do that these days.
I done got so many whoopings in Kmart.
That was back in the 20s.
Brad said they don't do that.
What you pointing at me for? You want him to say something to me?
No, because
you say something to me, Gary. You so tough.
Wow.
You trying to point at me? Talking about Brad said it. You get Brad
I'm letting him know that you said we don't do that
you call
no
yourself telling on me so he can say something to me. You got something to say. You say it. Say
I
something
just
to me,
said
Gary.
It, Brad. We still, honey, do that. You supposed to chastise the child where they're at.
You think she gonna get chastised on? You want her to get whooped on stage?
Yes. My mama said if you act a fool, this is why I have to go to the mall so much. No, I go to the mall now so much because my mama said if you act a fool when you're in this damn store, you won't go back until you're grown. That's why I go to the mall now every day because I couldn't go as a child.
Well, you might. Oh my God! The show had to continue. It was a concert.
Yeah, but no, honey, Miss Tina should have waited till she got backstage with that child. That was embarrassing. Now, Rumi gonna look at that tape and she's gonna be scorned for the rest of her life as a child.
Now, what do you want? Do you want her disciplined? I'm confused. You want her disciplined right then and there, or do you want her disciplined downstage?
I want her disciplined. Period.
Okay.
Well, at first you said on the stage.
She needs to be on the stage.
And then you said
she needs to be at both places.
I get it.
If she's on the stage and backstage, she needs to be disciplined.
Okay.
But Miss Tina shouldn't have done that to that poor guy. I feel so bad for Rumi, and I just
don't feel bad for Rumi. I promise you they okay, Gary.
No, Brad, you always say that. My heart bleeds.